So students, we are up with a new chapter. Today we are going to start the new chapter, which is chapter 8, Getting to Know Plants. See, from the chapter name it is clear. What is the name? Getting to know plants. That means in this chapter you will be knowing the different plants. अलग अलग तरीके के plants के बारे में आप लोग जानोगे. You will be studying here the classification of plants, how basically the different plants are classified on the basis of their size and structure and on the basis of their life cycle. Size, किस तरीके का प्लांट का साइज है, कैसा उसका स्ट्रक्चर है, उसके बेसिस पे आप अलग तरीके से कैरेक्टराइजेशन करोगे और उनकी लाइफ साइकिल के बेसिस पर अलग तरीके से क्लासिफिकेशन या कैरेक्टराइजेशन करोगे. You will be studying here the classification of plants. Next, we will be studying here the parts of a plant. Plants के parts में आप क्या पढ़ोगे? कैसी roots होती हैं, कैसी stem होती है, कैसी leaves होती हैं, leaf के parts कैसे होते हैं. Then after that we are having the flowers. Flower के sections कौन से होते हैं, fruit के बारे में पढ़ोगे, seeds के बारे में पढ़ोगे. See, these are the parts of the plants. Next we will be studying the root system and the shoot system. Root system में basically आप roots के बारे में पढ़ोगे. The types of roots we are having, the tap root and the fibrous root. Next, in the shoot system we will be studying about the stem and shoot part. Shoot part is जो above the soil होता है. Soil के नीचे is the root system and above the soil we are having the shoot system. Shoot system में सब कुछ आता है. Flowers, fruits, stem, seeds तो नीचे आते हैं. So this all we will be studying in the shoot system. After that, leaves के बारे में भी आप पढ़ोगे, leaves के structures के बारे में पढ़ोगे, flower के parts के बारे में पढ़ोगे. All this we will be studying in this chapter. So this is a very interesting chapter. Let's move on and get started with this chapter. So here we are having the chapter Getting to Know Plants. See, before starting the classification of plants, let me just tell you that our whole earth, जो हमारी पूरी की पूरी अर्थ है, why that is green because of the plants. आपने देखा है जितने भी सॉफ्ट एंड न्यू प्लांट्स होते हैं वो कैसे होते हैं, ग्रीन कलर के होते हैं. ग्रीनरी हमारी अर्थ के ऊपर किसकी वजह से है, बिकॉज ऑफ दीज प्लांट्स. लेट इट बी हर्ब्स, लेट इट बी shrubs, let it be trees, anything it can be, but every plant is green. So the greenery over the earth is just because of these plants. Now all the plants are actually very useful and beneficial to us. Why they are beneficial? क्योंकि देखो plants ही हैं जो हमारी food की need को भी cover करते हैं और बहुत सारे plants ऐसे हैं, देखो कुछ plants ऐसे हैं जिनमें से हम लोग eatable items लेते हैं. किसी से हम fruits लेते हैं, किसी से हम flowers लेते हैं. Some plants we are having जिसकी roots खाते हैं, किसी की हम stem खाते हैं, किसी की leaves खाते हैं. Lot of things we are having. जो plants हैं जिनकी हम चीजें खाते हैं, they are the eatables. Apart from these plants, other plants also we are having. They are having some medical opportunities. They are having some medical applications. अगर वो खाने के लिए यूज नहीं हो रहे हैं तो मेडिकली दे आर वेरी यूजफुल फॉर अस. बहुत सारे ऐसे प्लांट्स हैं जिनसे हम मेडिसिन्स बनाते हैं. अगर किसी को वुंड होता है, किसी को चोट लग जाती है, उसके ऊपर लगाने से ही सिर्फ इतनी बेनिफिशियल होती हैं कुछ चीजें, ऐसे रेमेडीज की तरह काम करती हैं दैट इन कपल ऑफ डेज दैट वुंड एक्चुअली कवर्स अप, इट हील्स अप. ऑल्सो वी आर हैविंग सर्टेन प्लांट्स जिससे हम लोग मेडिसिन खाने वाली लेते हैं, खाने वाली बनाते हैं. अगर कोल्ड और कफ है तो कुछ प्लांट्स ऐसे हैं जो कोल्ड और कफ में बहुत यूजफुल होते हैं. जस्ट हैविंग स्मॉल पोर्शन ऑफ दैट वी गेट रिलीफ फ्रॉम द कोल्ड एंड कफ. सो बेसिकली दीज प्लांट्स आर वेरी मच यूजफुल फॉर अस. जो भी चीजें हम खाते हैं डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली दे कम फ्रॉम द प्लांट्स. See, we are having the sources of food as plants and the animals. या तो हम जो भी खाने वाली चीजें होती है या तो वो प्लांट से लेते हैं या फिर एनिमल से लेते हैं. So the things we are taking from the plants, they are directly coming from the plants. But the things we are taking from the animals like milk, butter, cream, these kind of things, they are taken from the animals, but indirectly they are coming from the plants. Why? Because although we are taking them from the animals, but आगे animals क्या खा रहे हैं? They are just eating the plants only. Animals are also eating the plants. So directly or indirectly we get everything what we eat from the plants. एक बेनिफिट ये हो गया. एक क्यों, इतने सारे बेनिफिट्स हो गए. मेडिसिन भी बनती हैं इससे, लगाने वाली भी बनती हैं, खाने वाली भी बनती है, ईटिंग वाली चीजें भी होती हैं, इसी से लेते हैं हम. देन one more thing we are having, that these plants they actually maintain a balance between the environment. हमारे environment के बीच में एक balance बनाने के लिए भी बहुत useful है. They absorb the carbon dioxide from the air and release the oxygen into the air. We human beings, we take in the oxygen while we respire. जब भी हम रेस्पिरेशन करते हैं या हम ब्रीथ करते हैं तो हम ऑक्सीजन को इनटेक करते हैं और बाहर क्या रिलीज करते हैं? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. सो ऑल द ह्यूमन बीइंग्स दे आर रिलीजिंग द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इन द एटमॉस्फेयर, बट दीज प्लांट्स आर डूइंग व्हाट? They are absorbing the carbon dioxide from the air and they are releasing the oxygen into the air. So इस प्रोसेस से क्या हो रहा है? हम लोग बाहर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड निकालते हैं और इनटेक करते हैं हम ऑक्सीजन का. बट प्लांट्स आर डूइंग जस्ट द ऑपोजिट. प्लांट्स के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है फोटोसिंथेसिस के प्रोसेस के लिए कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड दे आर रिलीजिंग द ऑक्सीजन. सो बेसिकली ड्यूरिंग ऑल दिस व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? वी आर मेंटेनिंग अ बैलेंस बिटवीन द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड ऑक्सीजन इन द एटमॉस्फेयर. ना ही तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बहुत ज्यादा एक्सेस में बढ़ जाएगी और ना ही ऑक्सीजन की डेफिशिएंसी होगी. सो दिस हेल्प्स in maintaining a balance in the atmosphere, and also the plants help in regulating the water cycle. Transpiration का process होता है, absorption होती है. This actually contributes a lot towards the water cycle also. So this is how we can get to know that how much useful the plants are for us. We cannot actually imagine our life without them. No one can actually imagine the life without these plants because they are actually the medium for our survival. हम उन्हीं से food obtain करते हैं. That is why we are living on this earth. And food is very much necessary for our survival. If we want to live on this earth, we need food for eating, for our survival. And from where we get this food? We will be getting all the food which we eat directly or indirectly from the plants itself. So that is why plants are very much essential for our survival. Next we are having the classification of plants. See, on the basis of size and structure, the plants are classified differently, and next we will be studying the basis, which is the life cycle. On the basis of life cycle, they are classified in a different way. So firstly, we are having the classification on the basis of size and structure. Here we are having the different classifications like herbs, shrubs, trees, creepers and climbers. So what are all these? Let me just tell you. Firstly, we are having the classification of plants on the basis of size and structure. See, the plants can be classified into the following categories. First one is the herbs. The herbs are the soft and short plants and they live for a very few months. They are having green, soft, thin and delicate stems with a few branches. The examples include mint, spinach, brinjal, coriander. These are all the examples of herbs. Next we are having the shrubs. Shrubs are basically the medium-sized plants of about 1 to 3 meter height. They are having thin but hard stems with thin branches starting from just above the ground. The shrubs live for some years. The examples include rose, jasmine, lemon, henna and cotton. These are the examples of shrubs. And next we are having the trees. See, the trees are all tall and generally they are above 3 meters in height. They have hard and brown stems with branches that arise from upper part of the stem. Their stem is called as trunk. They live for many years. Examples include mango, neem, banyan. These are all the examples of the trees. Next, we are having the creepers. The creepers are basically the weak plants that cannot stand erect because their stems are not that strong. So they creep on the ground. Pumpkin, watermelon, these are the examples of the creepers. Next and last, we are having the climbers. See, some plants like pea, money plant, they also have weak stems and they take the support of the neighboring plants or the walls to climb up. Such plants are called climbers. So this was the classification on the basis of their size and the structure. Now the plants can also be classified on the basis of their life cycle. What kind of life cycle they are having? On the basis of it, we can also classify the plants as annual, biennial and perennial plants. Let me tell you what are actually the annual plants, what are the biennial plants and what are the perennial plants. Next, we are having the classification on the basis of life cycle. See, the plants are also classified in the following categories. Firstly, we are having the annual plants. Those plants whose life cycle from seed germination to the fruit formation is completed in one season, these are called the annual plants. Examples include wheat, paddy, gram, brinjal and mustard. These are the examples of the annual plants. And next we are having the biennial plants. So those plants whose life cycle requires 2 seasons for completion, they are called biennial plants. During this period, they develop the roots, stems, leaves in the first year and they produce flowers and seeds in the next year. Examples include radish, carrot, potato. These are all the examples of the biennial plants. And the last we are having the perennial plants. These are those plants whose life cycle runs for more than 2 seasons. These are called as the perennial plants. These are mostly the shrubs and the trees. And here the examples include neem, mango, guava, etc. These are all the perennial plants.